I am Burak Büyükdemir. Uh, I'm the founder of Atom and also Startup Istanbul. Today we will have a demo day for investors, but before beginning to see the pitchings, I would like to give more information about how today's operation and progress. And I hope there is no startups here. Are there any startups? No? All right. This is investor only session. So I will let the startups have preparing times for their pitchings. Any startups more? All right. Let me give you some information very briefly what Atom is. Atom is an acceleration which have been founded in 2000, accelerator in 2008 in Turkey. We have been actively supporting the Turkish internet ecosystem for 7 years. We are selecting every year 40 startups, mentoring and training them. And for the couple of years, Startup Istanbul has been gathering lots of countries' entrepreneurs here. So Startup Istanbul this year have been gathered more than 78 countries' entrepreneurs. We have received applications, 1,500 applications from 78 countries. You will see today probably from Bangladesh to Egypt, Brazil to Kenya. There are lots of countries here representing their startups and presenting their ideas, and of course most of them has early revenues. These stage companies have really same problems in their countries. In my point of view, all countries have, I call them long tail countries, which is access to finance is limited, mentorship is limited, and the ecosystem has not been founded. But talented young entrepreneurs. So they have the same kind of problems. And Startup Istanbul is a platform gathering all these startups in Istanbul. We have a mini acceleration program. For the first day, we gave them mentorship and training from selective mentors from all over the world, from 500 startups to Techstars, to YC alumni, to lots of mentors were here. And all the startups has get feedbacks for their pitchings and also business models. And they improve, of course, in 2 days, but 2 days is not enough for, acceleration for a whole life of a startup. But we wanted to open window in their kinds of this cycle of life to think about their startups more. So Startup Istanbul is not only a conference, but a mini acceleration program as well. So today you will listen 50 startups. Ozan will be our master of ceremonies. Ozan will be managing all day. We will have 50 startups selected from 100 startups, which 2 days have the mentorship and training sessions. And our mentors are also in this room. We'll select the 15 of the startups. So we are going to hand out also the list of the startups who you are going to watch a few minutes later. Mentors have already, I think, their judging papers. So they are going to judge and select the 15 of the startups for the Monday. There's a Monday conference, is one-day conference in Lütfi Kırdar. There will be 1,500 people attending the conference. There are lots of speakers. More than 60 speakers and mentors will be at the venue on Monday. And we will have Steve Lang and Erhan Erkut Fireside Chat kick off the conference with their, in my point of view, milestone chat for the ecosystem, which will trigger, in my point of view, for the next years to progress the regional internet ecosystem for the better way. So thank you coming for today. I will not take it long. We have Faizan here. Faizan was a startup who has pitched last year at Startup Istanbul. He's coming from Lahore, Pakistan, and his company is bookme.pk. I was also in Lahore in March. So come on, Faizan, and tell us about what happened last year in Startup Istanbul. What is your progress? What happened?
Good morning, everyone. Pleasure to see you all. Thank you so much. Well, actually, I was here to pitch my startup bookme.pk last year. same venue, same place, and I didn't made it to the top 15, by the way. I mean, I'm not that good at pitching, maybe, that's why. Anyways, so, I mean, last year when I was here, we were just at the idea stage. Actually, BookMe.pk is an e-ticketing platform for emerging economies. And we do cinema and bus ticketing. We started from Pakistan about 1.5 year back. So when we came here, we just have very few numbers. Like we get about like 50 to 100 tickets per day. Hardly, I mean, this number, and our managed revenue was about like 0.13 million US dollars for 8 months from the beginning, by the way. So, I mean, at the end of the event, I still remember that Burak showed interest in my startup, and they said that we'll do a seed investment or a pre-seed sort of investment in your company. And from that, we got more in touch. He kept us mentoring. We went to San Francisco together. We had Startup Turkey event together. I pitched over there as well. Met a lot of great people. Sebastian sitting over there, one of the best people I've met over there. So right now, we are the ticketing leader. We kicked Rocket Internet ClickBus from Pakistan. We eliminated the need of smartphone or internet to buy an e-ticket. Anybody can buy a ticket from a shop near to their home, or I mean right next to their home. There is no need of internet or a smartphone, thanks to, there is a mobile company that have mobile money agents across Pakistan. They have like 75,000 plus mobile money agents. So any person who is not literate can actually buy an e-ticket. And there are so many other ways that we have introduced. Right now, we get about like 2,000 orders every day, and it's more than any other e-commerce store in Pakistan. Even the Rocket Internet, Daraz, or KMU, these are the two popular e-commerce stores, and they get about like 1,000 to 800 orders, but we get about 2,000 orders every day. And talking about the, recent investments, we raised investment from one of the directors of the biggest media group. He actually not only invested, but also left the company and joined us as a co-founder. So he's a part of BookMe now, and also he has, invested all his hard-earned money that he earned throughout his life into this company. So one thing more that I would like to share is that the strategy that we have moved on, because we are not spending any money on marketing or, advertising. The thing we did is, number one, when we started, the companies were not even using a software to manage their ticketing. So we gave them free ERPs, free softwares to manage that. And we signed exclusive contracts of selling their e-tickets against that. Moreover, every ticket that is printed out through that system has a BookMe.pk logo, and also their cinema or bus ticketing platform has BookMe.pk branding on that. So this is one of the ways. Secondly, we signed up distributors, media groups, telcos, these groups, and we built APIs and gave those APIs to these groups, and they have built their own services like apps, widgets, and things like that. And they are actually advertising on media that you can buy tickets from our app, or you can buy tickets from our website. But eventually, all the orders are coming to us. So we are getting like free marketing. Lastly, the distributors who distribute movies and stuff, they also, whenever a movie trailer is played on the television, it has buy tickets from bookme.pk underneath that movie trailer. So this is also a free advertising that we are getting. So, this is more or less, the story. Talking about the future, we have recently started trains ticketing, and now we are looking into airline and hotels. Plus, we have also started exploring Burma. Burak doesn't know that, by the way. We have recently started exploring Burma. We already signed up 9 cinemas in Burma, and we are in the deployment stage over there. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.
Faizan, thank you. And probably Pakistan will organize a summit soon, and we will, Pak Summit, which will gather lots of Pakistani and other regional countries in Pakistan, and we will support them over there. And that is also a kind of partnership with us and them, because we believe that there is lots of talented entrepreneurs over there. I was there, and I was impressed when I was in Pakistan. Thank you, Faizan. And Ozan is here. Ozan was the last year's winner at the Startup Istanbul Challenge. But I mean, besides that, Ozan was selected, I think, 4 years ago in at home. So when we met Ozan, he was in the dormitory room, I think, and he was a student, university student. Please tell your story, Ozan.
Hello, I'm Ozan. I'm the founder of Connected to Me, which is a social network which allows anonymous communication. So it is very popular among teenagers right now. We have 5 million registered users. It's available on all platforms like iOS, Android, and web. So we founded 3 years ago, and when we have like 100,000 users, we joined Etohome. Etohome made a seed investment to us. Then we use it to become a company and keep growing. Last year, we attended this event, and at that time we had 2 million registered users. And at the end of the event, we pitched at the stage when Dave McCullough, founder of 500 Startups, was in the jury. And they selected us as the first startup of the event. And he decided to invest in us and invited us to the accelerator in the Silicon Valley. And actually, it was very fast, and last year was the most intense year of my life. So the accelerator was starting 2 weeks later this event, so we packed up everything and went to the United States. So we stayed there 6 months, and we raised $800,000 additionally. Right now, we are growing even faster. We have 5 million users. And we extended our team right now. We are 7 people. We have offices in both Turkey and the United States. So that's all. I think this event was very important for us. Thank you.
So, I mean, only a couple of startups has got their progress, but I know most of the startups who attended last year, we didn't lose the contact, and they are doing really incredible jobs. Of course, the conference has very minor additional value on their success, but we are happy that if we trigger them, so that is what we want to do. I will hand the microphone to Ozan, because we are going to start the pitches. And the pitches will be 2.5 minutes. There won't be a question and answer. And we are handing out the list of the startups who are going to pitch. I think we are, or we will. And the mentors, Ozan going to also tell about a little bit mentors too.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Ozan Sönmez. I'm running 2 different accelerator programs in King Abdullah University of Science and Technology. We're based in Saudi Arabia. I have my co-director Amal here as well. We are a graduate university who is only focused on science and technology. To kind of keep a word in your heads, we're the MIT in the desert. The level of technology we're putting forward is significant. We're only a 6-year university, but we already have a double-digit number of patents. Our job in the accelerator is to persuade the technology developers, the inventors, to build products and companies around them. We also have an open accelerator program, which is more for social, web, and mobile startups. I've been here for a while, and I've been in Saudi for the last 2 years, but before that, I was right in the middle of this emerging ecosystem. So we really appreciate your presence. Of the newcomers. The last 2 days had been fun for us, had been painful for some of the startups, but they're learning through the pain, which is okay. And we have a super lineup of mentors and investors with multiple hats that guided us to really help make startups better. So just going to briefly give the mic to them, so they'll introduce themselves to you briefly. Everybody knows Erhan Hoca, so I'm skipping.
Fine, you can skip me. Hi, my name is Erhan Erkut. I am the Vice Rector of MEF University. I'm a social entrepreneur. I was the founding rector of Özyeğin University. My mission is to promote entrepreneurship in Turkey and disrupt education at the same time.
So I'll introduce first the mentors who had been with us and who will be the main judges. So we'll introduce you to later.
Morning, my name is Edward Roberto. I'm the Vice President of Emerging Markets for Techstars. In addition, I'm also a regular angel investor in seed startups, as well as having a long history of being founding CEO for both startups as well as turnarounds in the United States and various countries across the Middle East and Southeast Asia. Thank you.
Morning, I'm Didem Ünateş. I work for Microsoft. I support Microsoft Ventures and accelerators around the world, as well as our partner accelerators like Techstars, Seedcamp, etc. My role in that is to support startups in terms of their business development scaling efforts, as well as finding funding for them. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Amal Dukhan. I'm the co-director of the two accelerators that Ozan just mentioned a few seconds ago, and I'm also in charge of the program design in the Entrepreneurship Center at King Abdullah University. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Barica. I'm a venture partner and entrepreneur in residence at 500 Startups in San Francisco, and I also love working with companies in emerging markets, especially West Africa and Latin America.
Hi, I'm Nick Tomarello, founder and CEO of WeFunder, a crowdfunding platform for startups, and we funded about 110 companies in the last year with about $13 million. One of the more active seed stage investors in the US.
Hi, this is Ferda. I'm an investor and an entrepreneur.
Good morning, Metin Arkan. I'm the chairman of one of this hospitality company in Turkey, and also angel investor.
Yeah, go ahead. No problem. Adam.
Good morning, I'm Adam Burke. It's my favorite place in the world to mentor. One of my favorite things, I specialize in helping the teams run experiments, a little bit of lean startup stuff for any of you familiar with that term, running experiments to validate certain variables in their business models really early on. So it's great to have a vision and we help them turn that into evidence.
Hi, my name is Malcolm Durat. I'm from San Francisco, and I'm living in Bosnia and Herzegovina for the last 7 years, building up a pre-incubator with BT Telecom. I'm also a PhD student and Harvard Business School graduate in 1998.
Good job. So you all have your sheets. Yep. For those who doesn't have it yet, just also will be distributing. What we want you to note is the teams you like the most. You will be swarmed by startups, and probably the ones you liked will not be able to find you. If you let us know which startup you would like to spend a few more minutes with, we'll try to matchmake that. For the mentors, much like it was yesterday, one, you want them to go to the last 15. 0 means you wish them good luck.